Hey everyone, happy Halloween, happy Samhain, Icha Chana Hanalgrieve, and happy Celtic New Year to the Celts out there. This is a bit of a change this month from our usual readings. Why? Because two reasons actually, but the first reason is this is Scorpio season, and what does Scorpio always want us to do? It wants us to dig that little bit deeper and to see where we can let go of the old and transform it and begin again like the phoenix from the flame into something new. So what we're going to do this month is we're going to focus, rather than focusing on the outside things that are happening around us, because they'll still happen either way, we're going to focus on what's going on inside, and we're going to see if Spirit has a particular deep message that it wants to convey to you, that it wants to have a conversation with you about, that's somewhat different to what's going on the outside. So we're going to use the Scorpio energy to dig deep, get personal, and find out maybe where we can transform, where we can grow. So the second reason I'm doing the readings a bit differently is because I'm moving home. So this is going to be the last month that we're going to be doing these readings from my little kitchen. And it's a bit sad, I have to say, where it all started out from my little kitchen, and how, you first came across She Bear was here, at this space, at this table, in this kitchen. But you know what? This is the Celtic New Year, so out with the old and in with the new. Next month we're going to have a brand new place, a brand new environment, and a whole new vibe to get the readings going again. Now, because I'm moving, I don't have a huge amount of time to do readings this month either for the Vimeo reads. So unfortunately this month there won't be any Vimeo readings. I just wouldn't be able to give it the time or the energy or the space that's needed to do that. So I'm very sorry about that, but they'll be back next month. So let's begin. Let's figure out what Spirit wants to have a conversation with us about, and see if there's something in there that we can use, that we can learn from, that we can focus on, and that we can grow from. So what your sun, moon and ascendant, and piece together the bigger picture of maybe what Spirit wants to share with you or help you with. So with that in mind, goodbye from my little kitchen. See you next month. And as always, my beautiful, I am going to leave you with wonderful Halloween wishes, wonderful Samhain blessings, and as usual, all my love and a great big kiss from me to you. Mwah. Okay, Aquarius, let's have a look now and see what Spirit wants to speak to you about this month. What is that deep conversation that you're both going to have that's all about you? That's all about what's going on with you here and now. So we go to the first card, which is the Significator. And it's the card of selling out. So that's what Spirit wants to talk to you about. Where in your life do you feel that you've been selling out? Very often you might have felt that you need something to hold on to. You need somebody to believe in. You need something to believe in. And maybe in wanting that so much, you have sold out some of your authenticity. Aquarius, that is who you are. You are authentic. Who you are is your good sense of, knowing who you are. So there's a feeling here that Spirit is saying you have gone off course a little bit. You have allowed other people to tell you who you are, or to tell you what you need, or to tell you how things should be played. And maybe out of a sense of fear, you've sacrificed some of your dreams to do something or be somewhere or even be with somebody who doesn't meet your usual standards, Aquarius. It's like acting out of fear. You have traded off your integrity and your authenticity for something in exchange that's not as good, that's not as great. And Spirit wants to point you back in some real proper direction. It could ask you to look at the work you're doing or the responsibilities that you've been taking on and saying, is this who you are? Is the work that you do really what you want to do? Is it authentic? Now, sometimes we have to take work and take jobs just to pay bills. We know that. But do we get into those type of jobs and say, well, this is my life now? Or do we say, right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to let it pay the bills, but I'm going to keep on it. I'm going to keep looking and searching for the right position for me, for the right place that I'm supposed to be in, that's more authentic to me. I will do this work temporarily, but it's not going to be a moment where I will sell myself out for a few coins every week or every month to do something that I don't want to do. This might be a big turning point for you this month, Aquarius, where you say, it doesn't suit me anymore. It doesn't suit me anymore to work in this office, to do this career, because it's not worth the price that I get paid in my paycheck to have that lack of peace in my soul. Does it mean you have to quit your job? No. What it might mean is that you have to sit down and examine, well, where would I actually really like to be? And can I use the money I'm getting paid right now to support me until I find where I need to be? So don't give up on your dreams. Don't make decisions based on fear, because if you end up doing that, you could find yourself trading off your dreams or selling out on yourself. And that would, for me, that would be such a tragic thing for any Aquarius to do, to sell out when you represent pure authenticity. That must be hurting wherever this is. It could be relationships, it could be friendships, it could be just losing sight of that dream that you've always wanted and said, oh, I'm going to give up on that now. I've gone too old, I've lost the time, it's never going to happen. Don't give up. Don't settle for anything that is not up to your true, authentic standard. And if you find that you're stuck somewhere in your life where you've sold out a little bit, where you've over-compromised, use this month to get really creative, to really get back in touch with your feelings too, about, well, how do I feel about the direction of my life? Can I actually create something better? Because I'm not feeling where I'm at. This is a real strong month for you with the full moon in the 4th house this month, of feeling stuff out. Feel out relationships, feel out friendships, feel out what you're creating, your work, your life direction in general, and say, does this feel right? Does this feel like a good place for me to be? Does this feel like I'm right at home here because I've made a wise decision? And if the answer is no, then get creative and start getting pleasure again from this whole Aquarius energy of setting bigger targets, making your dreams a reality. You're one of the signs that no dream is too big. Don't let society or anybody else tell you that your dream is unobtainable. Don't sell out on your dreams, my love. Don't do it to yourself. And Spirit really is pushing that this month. To have faith, hope. A miracle could happen this month. You're fully supported. And trust in that. Trust in your faith. We've got Venus, Jupiter, and the new moon in the 11th house of reigniting your faith in your dreams, in those higher places, those big visions that you had of your life. Keep trusting. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope, my love. Really strong. Really, really strong. Moth spirit, something needs to be surrendered. Sometimes moths, even though they are cute, and we like moths, but sometimes people might mistake them for butterflies. And butterflies are, out in the daytime, and they're bright, and they can be seen under the sunlight going through the flowers, and they bring happiness. And maybe there's something that looks like a butterfly, but it's really something a little bit more shadowy than that. And again, there's a level of needing your good judgment, your ability to discern how you might be thinking that a moth is really a beautiful butterfly. In relationships, in your career path, in the choices you're making. Is it really what you think it is, or is it something else? You know? Does it look like a beautiful, beautiful butterfly when it's really not? Be bold and make the first move. This card here says surrender now. Surrender that thing that looks like it should be your dream, but it's not really. And start making big, bold moves, big, brave, cardinal moon moves. These are my feelings. I feel strongly about this, and my feelings are pushing me to be daring, pushing me to be bold. My feelings won't allow me anymore put up with this shit anymore. It won't allow me to sell out on my dreams anymore. I've renewed faith. I believe again in where I'm supposed to be going. I believe in my truth, my integrity. And nothing can be given to me that would make me want to trade that for anything. Not even the things that look like a good thing but actually aren't. I'm going to be bold because my passionate feelings are driving it this month, and spirit. In a month where the full moon is in the 4th house, it could be very strong messages that you could be getting from spirit, from your ancestors, from those who have gone on to the next part of their journey, saying, this is not you. My love, when I was on this land, walking this earth, I knew you, and you would never have settled for this. This is not you. And you might be scared to make that big, bold leap of faith, but not when we walk beside you. You don't walk alone when we walk beside you. River, movement. So there is change, there is movement. Maybe moving jobs, moving home, moving into a new scene, moving into a new career path, a new circle of friends, moving towards nature. Either way, burst the banks and start moving again, start flowing again, start nourishing again, giving life to your environment again. That's what water will do, that's what a river will do. It will supply nourishment so its whole environment can grow. But in order for that to happen, big, bold moves have to happen. And that's where your look is, that's where the positivity is. And look at this, psychometry. What is psychometry? It's the art of measuring the soul. Sensitivity here. When we see somebody using the art of psychometry, they hold something. And it's the belief that everything has a soul. Some people can hold an object, like a piece of jewelry, and feel the soul of the person that it belonged to. And maybe that's it. Some of you have to do that. Maybe you have a gift of psychometry, but maybe touch base again with something that is familiar, that reminds you of your real power. Could it be a piece of jewelry from somebody who has gone into the next part of their journey? Or an item of clothing, something that you can actually put in your hands and hold and touch, smell, breathe in, and say, I have confidence now because the strong energy, maybe from somebody I have loved, by touching something that they own, I can feel them encouraging me. I can feel them saying, go for it, do it, you know. I can feel their soul reminding me of my own soul before I allowed myself to sell out on my dreams. Now, how to measure a soul? Touching and being sensitive to your surroundings. Again, that feeling of, is everything in your life, if you can sit down and touch it and say, does this feel right? Does this feel like something that is me? Does it feel authentic to me? Then you're onto a winner. It's your sensitivity. It's using that touch Does it touch your soul? If it doesn't touch your soul, it's not for you. No matter what it's paying you, no matter what it's bringing you, no matter what it promises you. If it doesn't touch your soul, it's not for you. Aquamarine, aquamarine, communication. Aqua, I like that. Aqua and water. Aqua. So again, feelings. I know I'm being super literal here, but Aquarian feelings, diving deep into the sea of your emotions and being able to communicate and get all your answers from there. This could be a month where you really are diving into spirit, maybe even in your home, getting back in touch with the spirit of your home, the spirit of your family, getting back in touch with the spirit of your surroundings. Maybe even getting back in touch with spirit of somebody who has gone on to the next part of your journey and communicating with them. Aquarius needs to get back in touch with their feelings, and the answers will come from there. And when you do that, you get your sovereignty back, your sense of, I own this shit. This is who I am. This is me wearing my crown. This is me fully in control, holding the power in my hands. What I'm creating in my hands. I realize that the cosmos is there for me. It's there for me to play with. It's there for me to be the king, the queen, the sovereign one. It doesn't want me to sell out. It didn't set me up to sell out. It set me up in a prime position of power. Why would I sell out? And it's like an act of treason to sell yourself out. It's an act of treason on your own sovereignty to sell out on your dreams, Aquarius. So feel, listen to spirit this month. Feel what's going on in your life. And if it doesn't vibe with you, make big, bold moves. Surrender the past and move, my love, move. Because spirit is communicating with you strong and saying, what do you need from us? What do you need to get your sovereignty back? No more treason in your own life. We don't want to have to throw you down to the cells. We want you to be ruling this life that we've given you. So rule it fairly, rule it justly, but really know that you've got the control over this. So let spirit show you how to do it. And let those big, bold moves happen, my love, and get back your real, true, authentic power.